I have to know her.
You must be Elena.
Hello guys, today we are going to talk about top 10 teen series on Netflix. Video is gonna be really interesting, so stay tuned till the end. Before we proceed, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you do not miss videos like this, and also make sure to hit the thumbs up. Let's start with 2019's comedy drama series Sex Education. This series has a total of 3 seasons and 4th season is gonna come out really soon. This series is about a high school student named Otis who does not have much experience in the lovemaking department, but he gets good guidance on the topic in his personal sex ed course.
I'm addicted to wanking.
My pubes are out of control.
I wish I could be a normal kid with a normal dad, with a normal dick.
Otis uses his insider knowledge on the subject to improve his status at school, so he teams up with a bad girl named Maeve to set up an underground sex therapy clinic. So what happens next, you need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 8.3 out of 10 on IMDB. Next we are going to talk about 2018's teen drama series Elite. This series has a total of 4 seasons and it is a Spanish original series which you could check out on Netflix in English. When 3 working class teens enroll in an exclusive private school in Spain, the clash between them and the wealthy students leads to a murder. So who actually does this murder and who is responsible for this? You need to find out by watching this series. This series has a lot of twists and turns and the storyline is absolutely brilliant, and the romantic teen drama is the one that you just cannot miss. This series has a rating of 7.6 out of 10 on IMDB. Next we are going to talk about a comedy drama series Never Have I Ever. This series came out in the year 2020 and it has a total of 2 seasons.
You look like an Indian Kardashian. I want to talk about a major event that could happen. Popping my cherry, Doc.
Oh, Lord.
After a traumatic year, a first-generation Indian-American teenager wants to improve her status at school, but her friends, family and feelings don't make it easy on her. So what happens next, you need to find out by watching this series. This series has a rating of 7.9 out of 10 on IMDB. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button so you do not miss videos like this. Next we are going to talk about 2017's teen mystery drama series Riverdale. This series has a total of 5 seasons and it is about a teenager named Archie and his friends.
Every corpse has a tale to tell, and this one has the touch of evil.
Archie, Betty, Jughead and Veronica tackle being teenagers in a town that is rife with sinister happenings and bloodthirsty criminals. So what happens to them next, you need to find out by watching this series. This is a really nice series that is a must watch for a teen drama fans. This series has a rating of 6.9 out of 10 on IMDB. But if you guys do not like slow burn series, then this series is not the right one for you. Next we are going to talk about 2020's romantic comedy series Dash and Lily. This series has a total of 1 season and it is a teen romantic series. This series is about 2 teenagers named as Dash and Lily. Lily is that kind of a person who loves Christmas a lot. But this year her family is not at home. Her brother gives her an idea to write some dares in a diary and leave it at the library, so that some random person picks up that diary and starts doing those dares.
Have these clues like a treasure hunt.
Oh, he stole Santa's hat!
That diary ends up in the hands of Dash and he ends up doing those dares. So what happens to them next, you need to find out by watching this series. This series is based around the time of Christmas, so it is a must watch for all of you guys. This series has a rating of 7.6 out of 10 on IMDB. You guys might have seen a lot of Wolf series, but there is no other series like Teen Wolf. This series came out in the year 2011 and it has a total of 6 seasons. You could check out all of them only on Netflix.
From now on, these things are just bodies waiting to be cut in half. We find them. We kill them. We kill them all.
Scott, who is an awkward teen, turns into a werewolf after being bitten by one a day before sophomore year. He must learn to adapt to his new identity while handling his life as a teenager. So how does he fight off enemies and how does his life turn out to be exactly? You need to find out by watching this series. This series is a must watch for all of you. You get to see romance, drama, suspense, mystery, action and horror in this series, which makes it a must watch. This series has a rating of 7.6 out of 10 on IMDB. Next we are going to talk about a teen drama series, The End of the Fucking World. This series came out in the year 2017 and it has a total of 2 seasons.
You fucking cunt.
This series is about James, a 17-year-old teenager who believes himself to be a psychopath. He embarks on a strange journey with Alyssa in search of her father, which leads to a series of misadventures. James is a psychopath who starts killing off animals at a young age, but finally he decides to kill something that is really big. His main intention of making Alyssa his girlfriend is to take her out somewhere and try to kill her. But what happens to him and Alyssa so that he falls in love with her, you need to find out by watching this series. This series might seem strange at first, but once you start watching it, you just cannot go back. This series has a rating of 8.1 out of 10 on IMDB. If you guys like romantic series, then make sure to check out the top 10 romantic series on Netflix video in the I button. Next we are gonna talk about 2020's series Ragnarok. This series has a total of 2 seasons and it is a teen fantasy drama series. This series is set up in a small fictional town whose weather changes completely and violently. The main reason for this sudden change of weather is the industries present over there who pollute the atmosphere, and the owner who runs the place is the billionaire of that town who is the richest man present over there. Our series main character Magne has some superpowers using which he tries to take revenge against those who try to pollute the environment and are the main reasons for this weather change. After finding about the superpowers of Magne, you are bound to find a lot of similarities between Thor and Magne. So what are those and how does his life evolve? You need to watch this series to find out. This series has a rating of 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Next we are going to talk about 2017's teen drama series 13 Reasons Why. This series has a total of 4 seasons. Catherine Langford plays the role of Hannah, who is a young woman and she decides to take her own life. 2 weeks after her tragic death, a classmate named Clay finds a mysterious box on his porch. Inside the box are recordings made by Hannah, on whom Clay had a crush, in which she explains the 13 reasons why she chose to commit suicide. If Clay decides to listen to the recordings, he will find out if and how he made the list. This intricate and heart-wrenching tale is told through Clay and Hannah's dual narratives. So what happens next, you need to find out by watching this series. If you are dealing with any such issues, then make sure to skip this series.
Whatever Hannah thought she saw, she lied about it on those tapes because she's a crazy drama queen who just killed herself.
Was Hannah lying or did she tell the truth? You will find out only after watching this series. This series has a rating of 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb. According to us, the number 1 teen series available on Netflix is The Vampire Diaries. This series came out in the year 2009 and it has a total of 8 seasons. You might have seen a lot of series and movies that has vampires in it, but there is no series like The Vampire Diaries, and I am pretty sure that even for the next 100 years there is no series that could match to the level of The Vampire Diaries. This series is about a girl named Elena who falls in love with a guy named Stefan, only to find out later that Stefan and his brother Damon both are vampires.
Is Stefan Salvatore?
I have to know her.
You must be Elena.
So what happens to her when she faces a lot of challenges, and how does her love life exactly turn out to be? You need to watch this series to find out. This series has a rating of 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb. If you guys want to know about the top 10 series and movie recommendations on Netflix like this, then make sure to subscribe to our channel so you do not miss videos like this.